What's up guys, I'm Corey, and this is Car Culture, where each week we talk about our top favorite cars and break them down just for you. Without further ado, let's get episode 3 started right now. This week we're talking about one of Dodge's greatest creations, the Dodge Viper.
Dodge Viper. Dodge Stealth. Screen therapy starts at a little over $18,200. See your nearest Dodge dealer. He'll be there for you.
The Viper is an iconic, high-performance, rear-wheel drive muscle car, being able to compete with many other exotic cars due to its high-performance V10 engine that was designed with the help of Lamborghini themselves. Beginning in 1989, Dodge wanted a car that could replace the Japanese-built Dodge Stealth to compete in the Indianapolis 500, and they wanted a car that would be like the modern-day Cobra. Originally tested with the V8, the Viper was introduced in 1991 with an aluminum alloy V10 engine that was partially designed by Lamborghini. The Viper came out pushing 400 horsepower and had a 0 to 60 time of 4.6 seconds. The following year, it was released to the public as the Viper RT10 in 1992. It met its goal as a high-performance car, but it lacked a lot of features to make it an everyday driver. Breaking into the second generation in 96, the Viper only received minor changes such as the exhaust being rerouted to the rear instead of from the sides. But later in the year, the Viper received more changes and was reintroduced as the Viper GTS. It received some changes such as the new body and roof design called the double bubble to better fit the driver and their helmets in the car. It also received a power increase in its 8-liter V10, going up to 450 horsepower versus the 400 horsepower from the generation before. However, this generation still took 90% of its components from the RT10 and wasn't majorly redesigned until the third generation in 2002. This was the first year of the iconic SRT10, which replaced the two previous models. Engine displacement was increased from an 8-liter to an 8.3-liter V10, which increased the horsepower to 500 horsepower, and also the engine weighed about 500 pounds less than the previous generation's engine. Also, the new 6-speed Tremec transmission was added to deliver all of the power to the rear wheels. Of course, the car also received some appearance changes, giving it a more sleek and angled body look. The SRT10 Viper came back again for its fourth generation in 2008, with its new 600 horsepower 8.4-liter. The rear axle also saw a new limited slip differential, which helped a lot with the traction when accelerating. Appearance changes for this generation weren't too extreme, but one of the main ones was the new engine vent cover on the hood. This generation only lasted 2 years and came to an end until the fifth and most recent generation came out in 2013. The intentions with this new Viper were to make it more forgiving and accessible to the general public. This new SRT10 Viper came stock with an 8.4-liter, 640 horsepower V10 engine, and it also had a 6-speed transmission to go with it. In 2015, the Viper was rebranded from the SRT10 Viper to simply the Dodge Viper. The production of the Dodge Viper ended in 2017, but there are rumors going around that it's supposed to return in the near future.